Hi everyone, it's Catherine here from Inky Finger Cat, and I've got a Stampin' Up delivery. It arrived today. Make sure that labels aren't showing. So yes, another Stampin' Up delivery. And I've got goodies for me and goodies for a friend. So I thought I would share with you what I've got. So let's start with my goodies for my friend. Includes the Pierced Blooms dies. I've got those already. I will have shared with you previously some of the... I'm looking on my shelf to see if I've got any projects to hand using them. In fact, bear with. Okay, so a quick share of a project that I made a while ago using the Pierced Bloom dies. Don't know if you can see, it's not focusing very well. Let's see if it can focus. Oh no, wobbly wobbly. Okay, well, Pierced Bloom dies are sort of like these beautiful... I know what I need to do. I need to turn the camera around. That's why it's not focusing. Bear with. Okay, I can't see now what you're seeing, but never mind. So I'm hoping that shows the Pierced Bloom dies. Really pretty dies with this sort of like piercing detail. Obviously, it says what it does on the tin. And some fabulous leaf die shapes as well. So I have like a whole box. I don't know if you can see, this is like an El Grey's box, but it's got a whole load of lots of die cut little elements that I've done out of scraps for adding to things. So you've got flowers, fabulous like leaf bits, single leaves, some really cool shapes, sort of slightly more random flower shapes, and then like more traditional flower shapes. So yeah, fabulous dies. This is for my friend. She's ordered those. So to go with those, because she also ordered, but they're on back order at the moment, so they've not arrived unfortunately. She also ordered some of the blending brushes as well. And the two things combined, I'm sure it was just those two things. In fact, if she ordered something else, I'll have to just double check. But she qualified for celebration, so she got the Oso Ombre 6x6 paper, which I know I've shared previously because I got that on celebration as well. So I ordered this on the last day of celebration. So I ordered myself something that was quite cool, and we were able to pre-order it as demos, which is now currently available to everybody. But it's this butterfly, I'm going to say butterfly brilliant sweet, but I'm not quite sure because they're all called different things. So you have the butterfly brilliant stamps. It's not stamps, it's one stamp. So it's one stamp that has got all the butterflies. I mean, it's got little cutout pieces in between. So for example, those bits come out, but it all stays as one stamp all together. Obviously you could choose to only ink one part of it, but there's that. And then to go with that are the dies. So I'm going to open these because these are for me to show you. It's probably not the best way. I probably should have put it as the overhead, but I've not put my computer away from work, and I've got to work tomorrow. I don't really want to have to put it away and then take it all back out again in the morning. Being a bit lazy is basically what I'm saying to you. So what you get is this die, which I think you can see, but this here, the outline, is all one die. I don't know if it's going to come out easily off the sticky tape. First time you take these off the sticky tape, it's always a bit more challenging, isn't it? Here I am doing it on camera, probably grimacing as I'm doing it, just in case I don't want it to break. there we go. So it comes out as all one die, which obviously cuts out your stamped image. So just pop it there. So this cuts out your stamped image. So you stamp all your image, one thing in one go, and then you cut out all of the butterflies. So that's really cool. But in this die set, you also get a whole load of other dies. So you get some really cool texture dies here. So like a brickwork, a little bit of, it looks like sort of like weaving or hessian or something. I can't really describe what that is. But then you also get some other butterflies. So there's teeny tiny ones here. This little one that's like a really filigree type one. And then even more. Look at all those. So these filigree ones actually fit over the top of some of these, if not all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus the one that's on that sheet. 6. So yeah, absolutely brilliant. They're just gorgeous. So you can get like a plain layer and put it over the top of your stamped layer, and then you cut out the outside of it. It's just gorgeous. So as soon as I saw these, I knew I had to have them. I love butterflies. I know quite a lot of people sort of have sort of remembrance type things with butterflies, that they seem to be, you know, a bit like feathers can be, you know, a reminder of people who've passed and stuff. I don't have that. It's not that. I just love butterflies. Just think they're really pretty and love using them in stamping and cards and craft projects. I've got a project in mind actually, because my current obsession is journaling, of doing like a sort of junk journal, but not junk, but with butterflies. So that's part of this suite, but I ordered the whole suite, so it's not just the stamps and the dies. You also get pattern papers. Yeah, I've only seen these briefly online. I'm struggling to get into the packet, sorry, just bear with me. There we go. So I've not looked at them really, and I like looking in a catalogue, so I must admit that's something that when they release these products and they're not in a catalogue, I sort of struggle with them sometimes. I think I wouldn't have bought this if it wasn't for butterflies. But as with all of the sort of like 6x6 papers, you get 48 sheets of paper. So I'm just going to go through these. Okay, this, I'm just going to go and grab that die again, because guess what? Yep, it works together. See, I'm much happier now it's out for the first time. But this, I just get it the right way around. I'm really hoping that this is coming out. This is the problem with having the film the wrong way around. The camera the wrong way around. But this cuts out this paper perfectly. I know this because I'd watched somebody else's demo the other day, and I was like, oh, I hadn't realised that at all. So this paper, absolutely gorgeous, quite bright, cheerful. I'll talk through which colours they are in a minute. But on the background, what a beautiful watercolour, ethereal type paper that is. Gorgeous. So for each of these you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, I thought you did. So you get 8 sheets of that. That was my glasses. I really don't want my glasses to go face down, do I? You then get 8 sheets of this, which is another beautiful watercolour, really gorgeous background, and then this really pretty, slightly more ditzy type pattern, a bit more clean as well with the butterflies. And then very similar but in the rainbow colours, you've got this one here, really pretty, like that. And the other side is this sort of like cloudy type effect, but in the yellows and the peaches, the orange. So again, each of these you get 8 sheets of, so really generous amount. this is really pretty. I love that with sort of the cloudy background and then that. I can't remember what they're called. Are they called a flutter of butterflies or something? I wonder what they're called. Somebody are bound to comment underneath, tell me what they are. But gorgeous, gorgeous. And then that really pretty, I want to say Calypso Coral, so I will tell you in a minute if I was right, but I want to say Calypso Coral. And then that first one that I showed you, which is perfect for the die, there's a smaller print version of it, but it's, yep, all the same colours. I'm just looking, grab a sheet of it. So you can see the larger size and then the smaller print version of it. So really, really pretty. And then look at that with the pinks and the peaches. So nice. So that one. And then the final one. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different designs, double-sided, 8 sheets of each. Oh, sorry, I'm just going to say, oh, how pretty. I like that. Thinking Bermuda Bay, but again, I'll find out in a second. But then look at that. I think that that might be my favourite. That bright pink and that gorgeous tealy colour. Which, as I say, I'm pretty sure it's Bermuda Bay, but great news is they tell me. So the paper itself you can order separately is called Butterfly Bijou. It's 6 by 6, 48 sheets. Bermuda Bay, Calypso Coral, Blushing Bride. Oh, Just Jade. No, I think that might be the slightly darker, bluier colour, but could be wrong. Magenta Madness, Mango Melody, Mint Macaron, Misty Moonlight, Poppy Parade. Poppy Parade. Sorry, I'm just looking and going, which one's Poppy Parade? They don't look Poppy Parade-ish. But I'm thinking it's the sort of the darker colour within that is Poppy Parade, isn't it? The sort of like the orangey red. Okay, Poppy Parade and So Saffron for the yellow colour. All Against a Whisper White. So yeah, so that's the Butterfly Bijou paper, which, as I say, is part of the suite, but you can buy the stamps separate, the die separate, the paper separate. And then this is a random one. I wasn't quite sure because I just bought the whole suite without really reading what it included. But it includes this 12 by 12 paper, but it's called Natural Touch Speciality Paper. And there's 2 sheets of it in the pack. But I've no idea what this retails at as just individual. Oh, they're quite thin. Oh, they feel lovely. Okay. Oh, excuse me. So there's a wood grain and it's actually textured. There's like a little bit of embossing to it, but not like embossing, folder embossing, really subtle texture to it. And then the other side is like a really soft, it reminds me of when you're rolling paint on a wall and you're on that first coat and you can tell it's not quite covered everything, so it's sort of, I have no idea if that'll come out on camera because it's so subtle, but it's still got the sort of the wood grain feel to it, but slightly it's more embossed, and this is debossed. Weird. So I'm not entirely sure I understand why this goes in with that whole kit. I know I can use it, especially with my journaling. But I'm gonna have a look and see how much that costs, because specialty papers, I think, for Stampin' Up are quite expensive. They are gorgeous and lovely quality, but at the end of the day, it's paper, and I tend to just use it, or you end up hoarding it because it costs so much. So anyway, that's called Natural Touch Speciality Paper. So oh, excuse me, I think I've got a bit of my tea stuck, a bit of garlic bread, I think it is. Must have come out of a tooth or something. And I've just swallowed it the wrong way. Okay, so yes, because I bought that whole suite, it's about something like that. Again, I'm a rubbish demo, aren't I? Because I have no idea what anything costs. Because I'm not really a demo. I'm not here to sell to you. I'm just telling you what I've bought. I do it. I don't do it as a demonstrator to sell product. I do it to get the product for cheaper, because I know I'm going to use the product anyway, so I might as well. So anyway, it was the last day of celebration. The order meant I qualified for one of the celebrations. To be honest, I'd bought everything I wanted out of celebration, so I wasn't really that bothered, and I was thinking, oh, shall I get some more Oso Ombre, because that'll always come in, kind of thing. But then I spotted this paper, which is called Flower and Field Designer Series paper. Hadn't been that struck by it the first time I'd seen it, but I'm now thinking I do really like it, and I really like it for junk journaling. Again, I am obsessed at the moment. I don't know what's up with me. I do this, I go through little stages of what I'm obsessed with. So you get 2 sheets of each of this, and it's 12 by 12, which is perfect for background papers. Really lovely colours. In fact, this time I'm not going to try and second guess. I'm going to get that backing sheet out so I can actually say what colours they are. So we have Bumblebee, which is the bright yellow, it's the sort of darker yellowy colour, because the So Saffron's the lighter yellow. Cherry Cobbler, which is your dark reds. Flirty Flamingo, which is one of the mid pinks, I think. Granny Apple Green is the brighter of the greens. Just Jade, which is going to be that sort of darker green, I think. Misty Moonlight. Can't see anything on that one that's Misty Moonlight, so that might come up at another point. Petal Pink, again, sort of the mid-ish pinks. Pool Party, sort of the lighter colour pool is in the centre of those daisies. And Poppy Parade. Can't really see Poppy Parade on that one. No. Pumpkin Pie, which would be the orangey colours. Shaded Spruce. Now that might be the darker colour, maybe. Don't know. This is where I'm a rubbish demo again. And So Saffron. So that's the kind of colours that you've got in it. Anyway, gorgeous. On a black background. Just double checking. Doesn't say black anywhere actually, but it's clearly a black background. Yeah, it's definitely black and not brown. Sometimes you can't quite tell in this light, but no, it's definitely black. Gorgeous. And then on this side we have a lovely herringbone that's in the, I'm gonna go Petal Pink. I mean, it's petal pink, but I'm almost wondering if that's Cherry Cobbler with it. But because it's with the petal pink, it looks a bit more purpley. I don't know. Nice though. Like it. Okay, what else have we got? We've got... So that one's sort of like not really directional. You could have it this way up, this way up, this way up, kind of thing. This one's clearly directional. So this one's got a gorgeous like meadow of flowers. Which is really pretty, but look, just love it. I don't know, I've just become a bit of a yellow person recently. Love yellows, don't know why. This is gorgeous. Sorry, I'm going because I've just seen the back of it as well, but absolutely gorgeous, really pretty, delicate. I love the artwork on these because it's clearly like been hand painted with either, well, it looks like acrylic paints, so I've no idea if you'll get that from what you can see through the screen. Look at that, that's so cute. And then on the other side you have these fabulous leaves, but that's so cute. Love it. Okay, this is a bit Misty Moonlighty. This makes more sense. Misty Moonlight. Again, nice, non-directional, so it will work each way up. Love it. And this is quite sweet and a bit different, sort of almost like a little tulip head on the dark green. And I'm going to say that's shaded spruce with a bit of just jade. That's what I'm going to go for. Don't know whether I'm right or not, but that's what I'm going to go for. Oh, I like that. So this is clearly sort of cherry cobbler, petal pink, and flirty flamingo. Maybe even with a bit of poppy parade in there. The sort of slightly more orangey reds. And then this next one might send your eyes funny, so I'm really sorry, but it's a nice stripe, but a slightly wobbly one. So it's actually sending my eyes funny just looking at it in this light. So it'll be a daylight crafting only for that one. But really, really nice sort of ditzy pattern. So there you go. So I've no idea how much of that recorded, and apologies if it was rubbish. Well, actually, I'll test it, I'll edit it, and if it's not rubbish, it can go on, and if it is rubbish, then, well, that's it. I'm not opening everything again. So, very happy with my little lot there. That was fun. So, yeah, I have got plans. I have got plans for a junk journal of a sort that's not junk, if that makes any sense. But making some kind of signature using butterflies as the theme, possibly some of those flowery papers interspersed. I love these papers. They're just gorgeous. I mean, that's just gorgeous. So can't wait to play with them. Don't know whether I'll video when I'm making stuff. We'll see what happens. As to time and all the rest of it, I've got a really busy few weeks ahead of me, so how many videos I'll be able to get up, I don't know. It's my daughter's 15th birthday on Sunday. I'm feeling very old. How can my baby be 15? But she is indeed going to be 15. And obviously lockdown birthdays are not quite as much fun, but we've got some nice stuff planned. I do need to make her a birthday card. That actually needs to be my priority for some point very soon. Because I'm filming this, it's Thursday. It's already late at night. Well, it's not late at night, as in, it's not late at night. It's just I'm an absolute wuss and go to bed so early. Yeah, it's gone 9 o'clock. It's bad, past my bedtime. So it's not going to get done tonight, is it? And I've got a full day of work tomorrow. And then we have things planned for the evening. So I think it might be a get up really early on Saturday, make her a card before she wakes up, and then before I go and do the food shop. That might be the thing. Don't know. So anyway, that was me in a bit of a waffle and a little live update. And I also just say I'm really grateful she's back in school. Well done, all of those parents who have lived through homeschooling hell. Ours has not been homeschooling hell, I must admit, but it is still the constant guilt as a parent for the fact that you weren't homeschooling, because she's 14. She doesn't need our help. She just needs a little bit of a steer and a prod and a reminder that she needs to do schoolwork. But she's a good kid. Don't tell her I said that. But she is a good kid, so she's not exactly called on us, but doesn't stop you from the constant guilt of the fact that actually I've been working full time, never stopped, and at the same time I am completely hats off to anybody who has younger children who they have had to try and homeschool during the last 12 months really, isn't it? It's not just the last few weeks, it's been a long year. So I'm just glad of some normality, that there's a bit of routine. We get up in the morning, she gets dressed and out of the house, and then I have 6 hours of my day where I'm not feeling guilty about the fact that I'm ignoring her for the day. which is pretty much how we've felt for the last 9 months. So yeah, the end of homeschooling. One hopes. I know there's already been talk of isolation for somebody in her year today, so we know it's going to happen again, but fingers crossed. She can stay in school and get some normality and get some proper education. That'll be really good. Yeah, I really am going to stop waffling now. I'm tired. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Hopefully I will get back to do some recording of me making stuff with some of the stash that I buy. I'm a very good person. I don't buy stash unless I'm going to actually use it, and I do tend to use it, but getting around to filming it is another matter. Please subscribe if you do want to see more. I promise you that I do more than just tidy the room and buy stuff. And until next time, bye bye.